Hey everyone, welcome back to another video from SIC Forex. I hope that everyone is having a fantastic trading week. And before we begin, I'm going to quickly ask you to drop this video a like, as it really helps us with the YouTube algorithm, and also subscribe and turn on that bell. So today we'll be looking at our first week trading results using Dark Venus, the free trading robot running on a live VPS in the market. And what you will notice is the account balance is currently at $5,009. However, we are running in $100 worth of drawdown. Additionally, to diversify the pairs even more, I have added a fourth pair, which is the CAD franc, to the mix. To do this, I'm going to also show you today what the exact settings is that I use to reduce its drawdown and introduce it to our smart trading system. So the smart trading system will be running live on the VPS, and throughout I will tell you guys how it is doing and bring you live updates and ways that we can further optimize the expert advisor to get the best settings for Dark Venus MT5. So what I'm going to do now is go over to the testing for this expert advisor. And for those of you that have been following the series, when we originally ran the set file on it, we had a negative result and a drawdown of 46.23% over the 397 trades. And it also had a profit factor below 1, which is always a negative sign. Then, if we further study the graph that it produced, we see there were a few instances where the $1,000 stop loss that we set for the expert advisor was hit. And there's even a few instances where it would have hit where you see those large graphs, but thankfully it didn't. In the end, we ended with a small negative balance, and when we take a look at those specific days in the past, like November, you'll see that I've only filtered out the red and the orange folders, and this is for November of 2022, and we'll see where the franc caused it to crash with announcements from the CAD and the franc on the same time. You'll see both of these were in the afternoon, so what would be a good idea is to set a limited time. The same story is repeated in January and February when the bot hit another major calamity. So unfortunately, a free expert advisor like this doesn't have a news filter. So it is important that we take into consideration when these events happened and then mitigate it by adjusting the set file for Dark Venus. So let's take a closer look at exactly how we are going to mitigate that risk and hopefully still make a profit without it hitting our stop loss. Now, the same as before, I'm going to give this spot a maximum lot amount at 0.15. This means it doesn't matter what, the maximum lot will always be met at 0.15. Additionally, I'm going to keep the settings for the indicator, which is the Bollinger Band, at the same, which is uptrend buy and downtrend sell. However, I am going to adjust the trading hours according to the broker server time, so avoid these major news events. Now, a very simple way to do this would be to trade through the Tokyo session, avoiding news events that happen in Europe and America. So I'm going to be trading from 2 broker server time until 12 broker server time. Additionally, the same experience that we had with the AUD franc, we are going to need to make adjustments to its grid. So what I'm going to do is change the minimum distance for grid from 200 to 300. This is from 200 points to 300 points. And the reason for this is the same as we did in our last examples. If we go and look at the chart, when these events happened, we'll see while the market is consolidating, the bot does really well. However, when it starts trending rapidly, the bot will struggle. So what we'll see is once we find the event in November, that we can have a look at what actually happened and how we need to adjust the set file to hopefully survive the encounter. So first we see those first trades are very close to each other. So by just increasing the minimum distance amount, we can potentially wait until the market starts coming back in a positive direction. So to do this, we are going to adjust the minimum distance between grids from 200 to 300 if you've been following our previous set file. And in addition to this, I'm also going to increase the minimum distance multiplier from 1.3 to 1.5. Additionally, I'm going to decrease the take target and second take target for the bot, meaning the grid has its own stop loss and take target, which is $1,000 and 50 points. I'm also going to enable our average trailing stop option, which is set at 50 and 50, meaning after 50 points, it will trail by 50 points. Now the set file will be available on the Google Drive, and as always, it is best to test it against your own broker. The specific set file is again for the 15-minute time frame. And the important thing is now to wait until November of 2022 and see if we were able to survive those major news events. Now, unfortunately for free expert advisors, most of them don't have a built-in news filter, which can cause havoc on your account. That's why alongside these bots, I have decided to purchase an expert advisor from the MQL5 marketplace to show you the live difference between trading a free expert advisor and a purchased expert advisor. So make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you stay up to date with that. So what we will see from the graph, we still have spikes when news events happen or the market moves rapidly against us. However, because the pair is range bound, it generally survives those processes because of the wide grid that we have instigated. Again, if we go back to November, we'll see those multiple news events that affected our pair. Now, this way you can plan the future and look at how to possibly trade through these different news events. And we'll see a very, very busy couple of days that caused us to have a lot of drawdown. The alternative option is, of course, to close all of your trades on Fridays if you prefer trading like that. So let's get back to our results and we can continue looking at our live trading performance of the bots in the live market. So November, again, we had those massive spikes, but by setting a maximum lot and a very wide grid, we were able to survive it. Additionally, we ended on a profit of $751.85 in the total testing period from January of 2022 until the end of May of 2023. Netting us that total net profit of $782 with an equity drawdown of $908.74 and a profit factor of 1.85. Out of the 390 trades, which have come down a lot, we have a profitable trade of 81%. Now, the alternative thing that you need to note when trading such a wide grid is this can have the potential of a very large holding time. And as you will see, our maximum position holding time was 751 hours, which is a very, very long time to be in drawdown. However, overall, by mitigating our risk and trading the different set files, hopefully we'll see a profitable trading results in the next coming weeks. Now, as a last thing that I have done, I want to have a maximum of 2% risk across all 4 of the set files. So what I did is I instigated a 0.5 risk percent of the 5,000 accounts, and I've set the maximum lot at 0.15. What this has done is now to calculating the starting lot size and then adjusting it according to the grid. Additionally, by our previous changes that we have made by adding a small lot coefficient and not over leveraging our accounts, we have the potential to hold the trades for a very long time. You'll see the first was entered at a 0.02, 0.03, and now 2 0.04s. The alternative for the CAD franc was at 0.02, and it's currently trading 2 0.03s. So these are the 4 set files, and I have split them. So between all of them, we have a 2% risk percentage, meaning a 0.5 on each, and a maximum lot of 0.15 for each of the set files. So if you'd like to learn more about the progress of these expert advisors in the coming weeks, I'm planning on sharing it live in the market. So if you'd like me to set in place all that I have to do to start this, make sure to comment down below. As well as the added bot that we'll be adding next week is one that has already been featured on my channel, which is none other than EA Black Dragon. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out the following video about EA Black Dragon and why I chose it with its built-in news filter. So guys, make sure to check out the channel for future updates about how the different set files are doing in the live market. And as always, feel free to comment with any questions you might have in the comments down below. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time and watching this video. If you want to learn more about Forex trading robots, make sure to watch the following playlist. Until next time, happy trading. Bye.